Could I not eat anything 3 days a week and still remain relatively healthy? If your family is already noticing your weight loss, how long do you think you can keep this up and maintain a healthy weight? You're not just going to lose fat, you're going to lose muscle. And then you have to start worrying about vitamin deficiencies. Your brain needs the food too. So if you think that won't affect you, then you're just trying to lie to yourself. The healthy way would be to find foods you can eat that maintain your budget, but don't require cooking. Apples, carrots, broccoli, all are fairly cheap, and mix that with your lentils and potatoes. You may also just suck up your pride next time with the family and tell them what's going on. If they ask, they probably already know. You can try food banks as well, and SNAP benefits. Starving yourself to unhealthy levels will snowball. This is very, very unhealthy. You can't just not eat because food is expensive. Your body needs the food. No, you cannot. Do not cheap out on sustenance. Your health will deteriorate and you can die. It is not healthy at all. I did that too and lost amounts of weight. But now I look old and tired, and some people even ask me if I am sick or if I am using some substances, which I did in the past. But now I am sober from that over a decade. Due to lack of calories, I lost weight, but not only fat. I also lost muscles. Also, my patience is gone. I become annoyed very easily and my mental health has not improved at all. I always wanted to be skinny. Yet now I am. I am not happy with the result and I have the impression I am not thin at all. Because I see my old picture in the mirror. Sounds like BDD. Now I try to eat more regularly and not skip meals, and when I eat, I cook it by myself and only good and healthy products. But I am afraid of getting too heavy again. So I just avoid sugar and most of not healthy fat and processed food. And yes, food cost money. Good food cost even more money. I know that. I begun to meal prepping. Buying bigger amounts of food which are in sale and cook them at home. That is always the best and cheapest. I wish you the best and take care of your body. Smiley face. Try to see if you are eligible for food stamps. It helps with food cost. 10 kilos in 2 months is not healthy, especially if you're already on the skinny side. Which 76 kilos is. 66k at 190 is crazy thin, so I'd recommend you find a way to nourish yourself better. If you lose another 10k, you'll probably start putting your health in danger. Your BMI is almost into underweight territory, which will have serious medical consequences eventually. Batch cooking meals and freezing them later to be reheated and eaten is a great way to cut costs. For myself, I like to make pulled pork with a slow cooker. It requires very little effort. Combined with a rice maker, you don't really need to worry about overcooking either food and just need to set a timer. Eating the same set of meals each week is another cost-saving method. I would personally recommend creating a meal plan with a few of your favorite foods that you can eat and switch between weeks. Some days you will really hate eating the same food. Having options is a good way to offset this. Something simple like Week 1. Oatmeal with yogurt and 1 or 2 bananas for breakfast, 5 minutes to make. Roasted vegetables and chicken for lunch. Pulled pork and rice for dinner. Week 2. Quiche and toast. Breakfast. Chicken Caesar wraps. Lunch. Roast beef. Mashed potatoes. And assorted veggies. See frozen food aisle. There are lots of recipes that are healthy and can simplify your week, which will also give you the nutrition you need. Cabbage rolls. Lasagna. Pizza. Shepherd's pie. Pork chops and corn on the cob. Beef stew. Curry, butter chicken, etc. are all dishes you can batch cook, portion out and store for later enjoyment. You are pretty young and have a high metabolism. You need to eat. Hope this helps. Cheers. I am sorry to hear that you are that desperate. I myself have noticed the groceries cost hurting a lot lately. Not as worse as for you, luckily, but it's starting to cause me anxiety. Anyways, there is something called intermittent fasting. There you actually intentionally don't eat for one day at a time. But that is a weight loss method and assumes that you eat normally during the other days. Just skipping meals won't solve your problem long term, because you are just eating yourself from the inside. This will cause your health to suffer. You should rather look for better budgeting and recipes that are cheap and healthy. Eat cheap and healthy is a good starting point. Also, buying in bulk and do meal prepping is a way to save costs. Meal prep. You are 190 centimeters and 66.5 kilos. You must look like a skeleton. I am 190 centimeters and 77.5 kilograms, but when I was way less in shape and looked rather skinny, I was 73 kilograms. Never below 71 kilograms on my worst days. Please try to find ways to eat more. Buy rice and put in cheap sauces to make it taste better. Buy vegetables from markets so they are cheaper. Look around in your area to see if you are able to get some assistance from organizations, because you need to eat. My heart breaks. Every day I read stuff like this on Reddit. The cheapest meal I know is chili con carne. You can make 5 liters for it for like $20-30. You need 1 kilogram of minced meat. Doesn't matter what kind. 400 grams of red beans and 400 grams are white beans. Or just take 800 grams of beans that are cheapest, 3 bell peppers, 1 onion and a small garlic, 800 g tomato pulp. Cut everything up. Fry the meat on a pan until it's lightly brown. Then drop it into a big pot with everything else and let it cook, and just salt and pepper it, and if you want, add spicy ingredients. But spicy stuff tends to speed up your metabolism, so I'd skip it. Just mix it a bit and taste it from time to time, until you decide it's done. You can put it in the freezer and just eat a small bowl daily. Get some oatmeal and powder milk and syrup for breakfast. It's boring food, but it is enough to survive. If you have lost 20 pounds in 2 months as a 21-year-old, that is not healthy, and you should not continue this practice. If money is the issue, look up local food banks or food giveaways. They are pretty common and often underutilized. My brother, you are literally starving. Please eat more potatoes or lentils, or oats, or rice, or beans or buckwheat. Please seek help with this, both for financial assistance and mental health. You self-diagnosed yourself as okay, but that is not the case.
No.
I think you'd at least be better off having 1 meal, snack a day than having 2 meals plus snack every 3rd day. It's the same cost, time to make. Just prepare in 1 day and reheat. Man, how do I say this? I think you do not have a realistic view of your body. AKA, you may have body dysmorphia. 6 feet 2, 147 pounds is not in the skinnier side. That is dangerously thin already. At my skinniest, when I was told by a doctor it was time to gain weight, I was 6 feet 2,160 pounds. I have pics from back then. I was really thin. Please do not risk your health. 190 centimeters and 66 kilograms? My brother in Christ, I am sorry to hear that. I can speak on this as someone in recovery for anorexia for 3+ years now and still struggling. No, you can't do that in a healthy way. You need food every day for the energy you burn through simply breathing. Keeping your heart beating, even if you were to not move at all for 24 hours, your body burns a large amount of energy. By not eating, not only will you not have the energy your body needs, it will start taking that energy from every between reserved fat, your muscles, including your heart, or whatever else it can take. Your body will recognize the lack of food and as a survival tactic will find ways to try and burn less energy, which affects your cognitive functions. Your body will end up latching onto energy whenever you do eat, and you are more likely to enter a cycle including not eating then binge eating as a way to make up for it, as your body won't know when you'll next have food. Long-term effects. I think that's the right word. English isn't my first language. Your hunger signals will most likely be compromised, in which you have a harder time knowing when you are hungry or when you are not. Weakened heart. Malnutrition, which can be deadly and can kill you even if you aren't visibly underweight. Your brain may stop giving out positive responses to eating, which is linked to the hunger cues thing. You may also start feeling physically sick when eating, no matter what it is. And much more. Long story short, there's no healthy way to maintain what you're doing. Bitch. You can do whatever you want, but you still need to eat. We all have to eat. Don't be a weirdo.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.